welcome to the graduating class of 2020. My name is Isabel Stubbins, and I would like to personally thank each and every person that helped out a senior this year. It truly meant the most to each of us. As we have grown older, we appreciate everyone who has played a role in our lives. I stand here today in front of my closest family and want to personally thank each of them for giving me the best opportunity they could throughout my Southwestern journey. Speaking of journey, I want to take each of you back to the very beginning when it all started for each of us. The moment we met our best friends for life and the people we would be spending the next 12 years with. No one knew what each day would bring, but we came to school with a light in our eyes and a feeling of joy just to be around so many of our friends. I specifically remember sitting in Mrs. Bronner's class and learning the zoophonics. I do not know about you all, but I still remember it to this day. Kindergarten was the best. We had half days, we had recess, playtime. It was honestly just great. The kindergarten graduation came around and we each got to draw what we wanted to be on a piece of paper, and it was projected onto a screen for everyone to see. Some of us wanted to be astronauts, doctors, vets, teachers, and even farmers. Honestly, we probably had no idea what some of those even meant at the time. They just looked fun to us. Then first grade, we learned how to spell bigger words. We learned how to make certain sounds by combining two letters like S and H. We got to celebrate St. Patrick's Day by creating individual traps for leprechauns. The leprechaun came into our room during recess and destroyed our rooms and traps. Even with all the traps, we still never caught that thing. We actually soon came to realize it was the teachers. Honestly, we were all so shocked. We also got to make a productive package for the egg drop. All of the eggs dropped off the roof at the same time. Then everyone ran to check their egg and got to celebrate if their egg did not crack. Mr. Fleener was our principal this year, and most of us rode the bus to school, and you either rode the bus or you had your parents bring you to school. And if they worked at the school, you usually came with them anyways. And this bus ride each morning was where you got to see your friends every morning and see them at the end of the day, and everyone was so excited at the end of the day to get to the buses. We moved on to second grade and got closer to different people each year, but kept our friends from last year too. We had so many, it was hard to keep track. Well, honestly, we were all friends, so second grade was pretty much the most fun in my opinion. We had costume day where you got to dress up as your favorite book character. Nate Licklider was someone from Willy Wonka. I was Pippi Longstocking. Maddie Jacobs and Alita Flores were Thing 1 and 2. And Mitchell Adcock was Captain Underpants, and Mitchell Klein was Obi-Wan Kenobi. Mrs. Truesdale class read the book Hoot, and all of our teachers had different themes for their classrooms. Mrs. Wynn was frogs, Mrs. Collin was bumblebees, and there was others. In third grade, we had way too much fun. We learned about the world of Pop Tropica that year, and this is the year we learned how to do multiplication. We only did it so when we got to all of our pieces of the Sunday, we got a real one, but don't tell them that. Mrs. Ferguson's class was the best, but that's okay. Nate shot a snot rocket in the middle of class one day, and everyone freaked out. We learned that Mrs. Plummer this year loved the color purple. Honestly, it was very noticeable. Her whole room was decorated with the color. Decorations consisted of flowers, pictures, and a lot of little things, but then again, they were all purple. In fourth grade, we had an aide whose name was Mr. Money. This is when we learned that academics were more important than school and not just our special classes that we had every day. Skyland Butters broke her arm this year playing out at recess, and PE was always our favorite class for everyone, except for when Mrs. Varble made us do the chicken fat workouts. Those were absolutely not a favorite. Talent shows began in third grade, but in fourth grade, Gabrielle Smith put on a magic show for the school and got first place. When we got into fifth grade, we felt like top dogs of the school, and honestly, it was pretty awesome. This is the year of the Olympics, so to celebrate, we had a mini Olympics. We had 4 teams. Mr. Howell was yellow, Mrs. Chitwood was blue, Mrs. Bowman was green, Mrs. Steffen was red. First, we took our Olympic pledge, then we rushed into our events. We had 6 different events. In this mini Olympics, we had a relay, a 50-meter dash, a frisbee throw, a high jump, shuttle run, and long jump. Mr. Howell's boys team won the relay. Trevor Smith, Logan Birchfield, and Mitchell Adcock were a part of this team. Second place consisted of Tyler Cooley, Logan Lind, and 2 others, and then Austin Young was on the third place team. Mrs. Bowman soon learned that boys will be boys when Lane cut out a large chunk of Nate Licklider's hair. When she asked Lane why he did it, he said, "Because I wanted to." This is also the year that Maddie Jacobs broke her arm when she decided jumping off the trampoline was more fun than staying on. This is the year we made a dance to the song Hall of Fame by the script. Logan Lind, Nate Licklider, Lane Coles, and Max Edmonds were the ones who actually came up with this dance in Mr. Howe's class. We made this for graduation. We did it in front of everyone. It was probably the most exciting thing we did out of our whole elementary career. Because of this, we got to skip class just to work on a dance. Metal forks were actually taken away from us during 5th grade because evidently there were some students who decided stabbing someone was a fun hobby. As we went through our first years in school, we met our lifelong friends, learned the most valuable and useful lessons that we will use throughout life. We learned that honesty is the best key, hard work pays off, we can't control everything, and you have to give respect to get respect. As I took you through some of the most valuable times, I hope it sent you back in time and you thought of your most memorable moments. Shahela Brown, our class historian, will now take you through the second half of our journey. Thank you.
First off, I would like to say congratulations to the class of 2020. I'm happy to say that we made it. It's insane to think that after 12 years, this is it. I wish it were ending differently, but there's not much we can do about that. We have been through a lot together, and I'm here to take you through the second half of that journey. We had a few rough times along the way. We lost two of our classmates, Anthony McLeod in the 8th grade, and Tyler Cooley this year. Through it all, though, we have stuck together. We genuinely have been through a lot, but we have made some great memories. Let's start out in the awkward years, also known as middle school. 6th grade held our first big trip, where we went to Kings Island. It was supposed to be for educational purposes, but if we're being honest, we only remember learning that half of us are scared to ride roller coasters. We will never forget always playing Mancala in Miss Audrey's class. In the 7th grade, Nathan Sontag made Hannah Sims laugh so hard that she choked on her lemonade and threw up. Next thing we knew, we were in 8th grade. We weren't able to go on a senior trip this year, but the 8th grade Washington, D.C. trip was pretty memorable, specifically the bus ride. Our 8th grade baseball team can also tell you about the fact that we went undefeated that entire season. Middle school went by fast. It was a time full of us saying we couldn't wait to grow up. I wish I could tell everyone to slow down and enjoy the ride. All of a sudden, we were in high school. We were slowly given the honor of the laziest class that has gone through Southwestern High School. I'm sorry to Miss Newsbaum for having to put up with prom last year. We know it was rough. There was also a few falls along the way, literally. Hunter fell out of a chair in Mr. Cannon's class, and Dylan had to help him up, and I fell down both flights of stairs my freshman year, and it still haunts me. There are also some things that a lot of us will never forget, like when Mr. Baumholt took off his shirt during a pep rally, and freshman year when Bryce Spray threw a banana because he was mad, and it was so quiet that you could hear it hit Mackenzie Morris. She wasn't very happy. Also, some of our athletes made it to regional and semi-state during their high school careers, and those trips hold some of our class's favorite high school memories. We are all going to miss school lunches and seeing each other in the hallways, but we're about to go out into the world and discover what we're going to do for the rest of our lives. Whether it be going into the workforce, college, the armed forces, or something else, we've gotten the opportunity to watch each other grow up and grow into amazing people. I know that we are all going to go do great things, and I can't wait to see what those things are. The only piece of advice I'd like to give you is stay true to yourself and always do what you want to do. I'm so proud of you, class of 2020. I'm going to miss you all so much. Congratulations.
On behalf of the Southwestern School Board, we would like to take this opportunity to congratulate all the 2020 seniors. We know that this may not be the storybook ending to your high school career that you had planned on. However, it is still an opportunity to celebrate all your accomplishments. We would also like to take the time to wish you the very best in all your future endeavors. And remember that even though you're graduating and leaving Southwestern as a student, you will forever be a rebel. God bless you, and thank you all.
Hello, class of 2020. First, I just want to say we did it. Second, I know this is not how we had all hoped to see graduation happen, but this is not the first time we've dealt with major changes like these. Many of us were born shortly after the 9/11 crisis, some before. Following that event, we saw Sandy Hook undergo the first major school shooting halfway through our 5th grade year. Some of us were scared to continue going to school after this. In 8th grade, we lost a classmate, Anthony McLeod, to suicide. It was the first death our class experienced together. Starting this year, we found out we were getting a new principal who had many changes we were not ready for. During senior year, we experienced another death of a classmate, Tyler Cooley. Now, we're graduating through a crazy pandemic. A quote by Tyrese Gibson seems to explain our situation very well. You grow through what you go through. I'm sure everyone has seen this quote in someone's Instagram bio or on a canvas in a preteen girl's room. This quote, while cheesy, perfectly describes our graduating class of 2020. Throughout our 13 years, we've grown through all of these changes. We grew individually and as one, learning to comfort and support one another. Our grade has always been a close-knit group, considering we tend to have no more than 80 students. Many of us are devastated to miss our last prom, class field trip, senior prank, senior breakfast, honors day, and graduation, events that usually bring the class together even more. Not to mention senior skip day, which we totally won. However, even now through the pandemic, our class found ways to remain close. Though we haven't been able to hang out, there have been a ridiculous number of birthday parades. Now it's time for another change, leaving Southwestern. Many of us are even leaving Hanover, a place we've been since we were born. For some, this change is going to be harder than others, but many of us are ready for this change. In every way, change is good, even though no one likes to admit it. This change will be followed by heading to college, the workforce, or the military to start our real lives, whatever that means. Considering we are the first class to graduate virtually, I also want to talk about firsts and lasts. We were the last class to be lucky enough to have non-optional half-days in kindergarten. We were amongst the first classes to get the middle school grade A for I-STEP. I'm pretty sure we were the first class to win Spirit Week as sophomores because somehow the seniors always seem to win. We're the last class to finish our homework, according to all the teachers, who say we're the most unmotivated class they've ever seen. Now, we're experiencing countless numbers of both firsts and lasts at the same time. We had our last day of high school, our last high school class, our last sports event, our last band concert, our last high school relationship, and our last walk down Southwestern's halls without even knowing it. However, the last shouldn't be dwelled on. Many firsts are about to come. Our first time having a roommate we aren't related to, our first time having to wear a uniform, our first time getting a paycheck, our first time doing our own laundry, our first college party, our first time making new friends, our first job acceptances, and now our first diploma. While we missed out on too many lasts, look forward to the many exciting firsts to come. And in the wise words of Rory Gilmore, we never thought this day would come, and now that it's here, I'm sorry it is. Many of us will never see each other again, but I will always remember the love and support from the class of 2020. Thank you and congratulations.
Hello, Rebels. I'm Southwestern High School Principal Matt Owens, and I would like to offer my congratulations to the Southwestern High School class of 2020 for their outstanding achievements. I'm very proud of each and every one of you for your hard work and accomplishments over the last 12 years of your education. Before I begin, I would like to take a moment to recognize the parents and guardians of our graduating seniors. I have a tremendous amount of respect and appreciation for the dedicated efforts you have given during your child's educational journey. Your impact has had a tremendous influence on your child's life. As they transition into adulthood, the time has come for you to enjoy the fruits of these labors. To our students, it's been my pleasure to serve as your principal during your senior year of high school. It was my joy to have coached many of you on the baseball or cross-country teams, and it was my sincere honor to have many of you as a teacher during your first 3 years of high school. Today, we've come together to celebrate the past 12 years of your educational life. We're here to honor all that you have achieved and all that you have learned in your recent past as you commence on your future journey. In most commencement speeches, educators offer advice to their students to give them guidance for what lies ahead. I would like to take this opportunity to offer you 3 pieces of advice that have served me well in my life, and I hope they serve you too. The first piece of guidance will be to set goals for yourself and to make plans to achieve those goals. Major League Baseball Hall of Famer Yogi Berra said, "If you don't know where you're going, you'll end up someplace else." Goals provide us direction and hold us accountable for our actions. Many of you have already proven yourself outstanding goal setters and achievers. Many of our students have earned very valuable certificates to enter the workforce and earn high-paying jobs. Several of our students have earned college degrees through Ivy Tech, while many of you have still yet earned scholarships to continue your education at the post-secondary level. It is my wish that you continue this practice of goal setting and achieving to achieve your life's dreams. My second piece of guidance is for you to remain persistent in your life's pursuits. A simple Google search will tell us the definition of persistence is to be firm in a course of action despite difficulty or obstacles. We've all been told that life can be hard, and sometimes it can, but we cannot allow ourselves to be defined by the obstacles we encounter, but rather we should define ourselves by how we choose to meet those obstacles and how we remove them from our path. Educator and author Booker T. Washington once said, "You measure the size of accomplishments by the obstacles you have to overcome to reach your goals." Sometimes our obstacles will be large, sometimes they'll be small. But if we face our difficulties with persistence, we stand a better chance of earning our desired outcome. Lecturer Dale Carnegie said, "Flaming enthusiasm backed with horse sense and persistence, are the qualities that most frequently make for success. I could not agree more. In my professional career, I've yet to come across too many successful people who are not both persistent and goal setters. My final piece of guidance I'll leave you with is to be accepting of both imperfection and joy, for there will be plenty of both in your future ahead. We all know that our journey through adulthood isn't going to be perfect. Our life's adventures will have their share of mistakes, and that's okay. Einstein tells us anyone who's never made a mistake has never tried anything new. My wish for you is to be that person who's not afraid to try new things and who doesn't fear mistakes, because there's far more to learn and to love in our imperfections than in our perfections. If we can find ourselves willing to accept these imperfections along the way, I believe we'll find great joy in our life's journeys and successes. And when you reach those moments of joy, such as this one, allow yourself to absorb and to share with others the overwhelming feeling of happiness that you deserve and that you have earned. I cannot be more proud of the class of 2020. I congratulate you on all of your accomplishments and wish you nothing but the best in your life ahead. And I want you all to remember that you'll always be a rebel and will always be a part of the Southwestern family.
Welcome to the Southwestern High School graduation ceremony for the class of 2020. Thank you parents, family, and friends for coming to cheer on the graduates. Congratulations to the students and best of luck on your future endeavors. The next graduate is Mitchell Dwayne Adcock. Mitchell is graduating magna cum laude and has earned a Core 40 diploma with academic and technical honors. He is a member of the National Honor Society and has earned the State Transfer General Education Corps and an Associate's General Studies degree from Ivy Tech Community College. He is the recipient of the Project Lead the Way Departmental Award. After high school, he plans to attend Purdue University to major in electrical engineering. Mitchell has been awarded the Tri Kappa Beta Omega Scholarship. Mitchell Dwayne Adcock. The next graduate is Eve Lynn Anderson. Eve is graduating with a general diploma. After high school, she plans on attending Vincennes University to major in fire science and safety technology. Eve has said that the people that have made the most impact on her educational career are Mrs. Penny Mahoney, Mrs. Linda Emanuel, and her mother. The next graduate is Nellie Arnold. Nellie is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. She has attended the Southeastern Career Center where she has earned her Certified Nursing Assistant certification and Dementia Care certification. Her plans after high school is to attend Ivy Tech Community College to earn her nursing degree. She says that Carla is the person that has been the most influential on her educational career. Nellie Arnold. The next graduate is Camden M. Ashby. Camden is graduating with the Core 40 diploma. After high school, Camden plans on entering the workforce to pursue a career as a chef. Hanging out with his friends is his fondest memory. Camden stated that his attending the Southeastern Career Center has made the biggest impact on his educational career. Camden M. Ashby. The next graduate is Juliana Bell. Juliana is graduating summa cum laude, earning a Core 40 diploma with academic honors. She plans on attending Indiana University to pursue a degree in film production. She's been awarded the Art Departmental Award. Her fondest school memory is participating in the school plays. Since they used to play pretend as kids, Juliana says that her sister Jolena has the most impact on her educational career. Juliana Bell. The next graduate is Logan Charles Birchfield. Logan is graduating cum laude and has earned a Core 40 diploma with academic and technical honors. He has earned the State Transfer General Education Corps from Ivy Tech Community College. Logan is also the recipient of the Technology Award. His plans after high school is to attend Vincennes University to major in automotive technology. Logan Charles Birchfield. The next graduate is Ethan Oscar Bouldery. Ethan is graduating magna cum laude and has earned a Core 40 diploma with academic honors. He is the recipient of the Band Award. Ethan Oscar Bouldery. The next graduate is Tony Boyer. Tony is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. In the fall, she is undecided where she will attend, but plans on majoring in sports business or sports marketing. Her fondest high school memory is riding the cheer bus to away games. Tony Boyer. The next graduate is Paige Nicole Brown. Paige is graduating cum laude and has earned the Core 40 diploma with academic honors. She has earned the State Transfer General Education Core through Ivy Tech Community College. After high school, she is planning on attending Hanover College to major in biology. Her fondest high school memory is playing on the soccer team. Paige Nicole Brown. The next graduate is Shahala Brown. Shahala is graduating magna cum laude and has earned a Core 40 diploma with academic honors. She has earned the State Transfer General Education Core through Ivy Tech Community College. She has also earned honors for her efforts in community service with a total of 336 community service hours over the course of her high school career. Mr. Fry is the teacher that has impacted her the most educationally. Shahala has been awarded the John Paul Chapter DAR Good Citizenship Award. Shahala Brown. The next graduate is Skyland Dawn Butters. Skyland is graduating cum laude with a Core 40 diploma. She plans on attending Indiana State University to pursue a degree in elementary education. Mrs. Means is the person she said impacted her the most educationally. Her fondest memory is her junior prom, and Skyland has been awarded the Ashby Burris Scholarship. Skyland Dawn Butters. The next graduate is Tucker Carmack. Tucker is graduating cum laude and has earned a Core 40 diploma with technical honors. For the past 2 years, he has attended the Southeastern Career Center and has earned certification in industrial maintenance certificate and technical certificate. His plans after high school is to attend Ivy Tech Community College. His fondest memory is talking, laughing, and joking with all of his friends. Tucker Carmack. The next graduate is Caden Daly Chapman. Caden is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. He plans on attending Indiana Technical Institute to major in engineering. The person Caden would say that had the most impact on his educational career is Mr. Amick. Caden Daly Chapman. The next graduate is Edward Cleary. Edward is graduating cum laude, earning a Core 40 diploma with academic honors. He plans on attending Ivy Tech Community College to major in interpretation and translation. He states that his parents have made the biggest impact on his educational journey. Edward has been awarded the Ivy Tech Community College Scholarship. Edward Cleary. The next graduate is Mitchell Floyd Klein. Mitchell is graduating cum laude and has earned a Core 40 diploma with academic and technical honors. After high school, he plans on attending Indiana State University with an athletic scholarship. His plans are to major in criminal justice and unmanned systems. Mitchell has said that the people that have had the most impact on his educational career are Mr. Nussbaum and Mr. Cannon. Mitchell has earned the Greg Cloud Memorial Scholarship and the Farm Bureau Incorporated Scholarship. Mitchell Floyd Klein. The next graduate is Lane Andrew Coles. Lane is graduating with the Core 40 diploma. He is the recipient of the Agricultural Department Award. His current plans are to attend Vincennes University in the fall. The person Lane would say had the most impact on his educational career is Mr. Owens. Lane has been awarded the Ruby Monroe's Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations, Lane Andrew Coles. The next graduate is Kristen Consley. Kristen is graduating magna cum laude and has earned a Core 40 diploma with academic honors. She has earned the State Transfer General Education Corps through Ivy Tech Community College. She is the recipient of the Business Departmental Award and has earned honors for her efforts in community service. Her goal in the fall is to begin her pursuit of an exercise science or kinesiology degree from Ball State University. Mr. Fry is the teacher that has impacted her most educationally. Kristen Consley. The next graduate is Kaden Page Copeland. Kaden is graduating with a general diploma. Her plans after high school are to attend Galen College of Nursing to become a registered nurse. Her fondest high school memory is attending the pep rally for turkey shootouts, where Mr. Baumholt would get the crowd excited. Kaden Page Copeland. The next graduate is Cage Lee Cunningham. Cage is graduating cum laude with a Core 40 diploma. After high school, he intends to enter the workforce. His fondest school memory is hanging out with all his friends. Cage stated that Mrs. Cornelius is the person he feels made the most impact on his education. Cage Lee Cunningham. The next graduate is Caden Earl. Caden is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. After high school, he plans on entering the workforce to become an electrician. His fondest school memory is participating in the electrical program at the Southeastern Career Center. Mr. Webster at the Southeastern Career Center made the biggest impact on him educationally. Caden Earl. The next graduate is Brianna Enix. Brianna is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. She plans to attend PJ's College of Cosmetology to major in aesthetics to eventually become a professional makeup artist. Her fondest high school memory is helping Mr. Reckner make homemade ice cream. Brianna Enix. The next graduate is Kaya Bryn Fink. Kaya is graduating cum laude and earned a Core 40 diploma with academic honors. She has earned the State Transfer General Education Corps through Ivy Tech Community College. Her plans to attend Huntington University to major in nursing. Her fondest high school memory is beating Madison in volleyball in 2018. Kaya Bryn Fink. The next graduate is Landon Joseph Fullenkamp. Landon is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. After high school, he plans on attending the Kentucky Community and Technical College to major in industrial technology. Landon says that his parents are the people that have had the most impact on his educational career for pushing him on the importance of school and earning good grades. Landon Joseph Fullenkamp. The next graduate is Ivy Goldsmith. Ivy is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. She plans on attending Indiana University Southeast to major in fine arts. Her fondest memory is attending the pep rallies. Mr. Candon is the person that Ivy says has the most impact on her educational career. Ivy Goldsmith. The next graduate is Brennan Lee David Green. Brennan is graduating with a general diploma. He completed a 2-year program of recreational and mobile equipment at Southeastern Career Center. His future plans are to obtain his CDL to become a truck driver. Brennan Lee David Green. The next graduate is Macy Jane Gross. Macy is graduating with a general diploma. She has attended the Southeastern Career Center for the past 2 years studying health science education. Her plans are to enter the workforce with a goal to work as a certified nursing assistant. Her fondest memory is her junior prom. The people that have had the most impact on her educational career are Mrs. Curl, Mrs. Osborne, and Mrs. Guevara. Macy Gross. My next graduate is Hunter Lee Hadley. Hunter is graduating cum laude with a Core 40 diploma. His plans for next year are to attend Ivy Tech Community College in Madison, Indiana to major in liberal science. His fondest memory from high school is when he fell out of his chair in Mr. Cannon's class. Hunter Lee Hadley. The next graduate is Trenton Allen Hadley. Trenton is graduating magna cum laude and earned a Core 40 diploma with academic and technical honors. He has earned the state transfer general education core through Ivy Tech Community College. He is undecided on where he will attend, but his goal is to major in business or engineering. His fondest high school memory is everything to do with the golf seasons. Trenton Allen Hadley. The next graduate is Skylar Hall. Skylar is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. His plans are to enter the workforce after high school. His fondest school memory is going to regionals with his soccer team. Skylar states that his mom has had the most impact on his educational career. Skylar Hall. The next graduate is Justin Bailey Hooker. Justin is graduating with a general diploma. He is planning on going into the workforce after high school. The teachers that made the most impact on his educational career are Miss Pearl and Mrs. Osborne. His fondest memory is walking around socializing with all his friends. Justin Bailey Hooker. The next graduate is Max Robert Inman. Max is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. After high school, he is planning on attending Ivy Tech Community College with a major in computer sciences. His fondest school memory is sitting with his friends at his junior year lunch table. Max states that Mr. Cannon has had the most impact on him educational and now really enjoys English. The next graduate is Madeline Ramey Jacobs. Maddie is graduating summa cum laude and has earned a Core 40 diploma with academic honors. She is the member of the National Honor Society and has earned the State Transfer General Education Core and an Associate's General Studies degree from Ivy Tech Community College. She has earned honors for her efforts in community service and has been awarded the Presidential Volunteer Service Award. Maddie is the recipient of English, Math, Spanish, and Student Council Departmental Awards. She credits Mr. Cannon as a teacher that has had the most impact on her education. She has been awarded the Phi Beta Psi Scholarship, Jefferson County Free and In-Need Scholarship, Farmers Bank of Milton Scholarship, Greg Cloud Memorial Scholarship, Tri Kappa Beta Omega Scholarship, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance Educational Opportunity Scholarship, Life Springs Foundation of Indiana Scholarship, and the Zimmer Tractor Scholarship. Madeline Ramey Jacobs. Our next graduate is Chandler Jones. Chandler is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. After high school, he plans on entering the workforce. His favorite memory is laughing in Mr. Powell's class, and his dad made the most impact on his educational career. Chandler Jones. The next graduate is Danielle Lynn Jones. Danielle is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. Her plans are to attend Ivy Tech Community College to pursue a degree in social work. Her fondest memory is attending her junior prom. Danielle says that Mrs. Means has made the biggest impact on her educational career. Danielle Lynn Jones. Our next graduate is Michaela Jones. Michaela is graduating with a general diploma. Her plans are to enter the workforce and work in the floral industry. Her fondest memories are making her best friends in choir class. Michaela has stated that Miss Curl and Mrs. Osborne has had the most educational impact on her. Michaela Jones. The next graduate is Christian Kennedy. Christian is graduating with a general diploma. After high school, his plans are to enter the workforce. Hanging out with Mr. Furnish is one of his fondest memories, and he says that Mrs. Means had the most impact on his educational career. Christian Kennedy. The next graduate is Hannah K. Lazinski. Hannah is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. Her plans are to enter the workforce after high school. She has been a member of the Color Guard and Winter Guard since her 8th grade year. Hannah states that Mrs. Datillo, Mrs. Callis, and Mrs. Schock all have made the most impact on her educational career. Hannah K. Lazinski. The next graduate is Kenneth Nathaniel Licklider. Nate is graduating magna cum laude and earned a Core 40 diploma with academic and technical honors. He is a member of the National Honor Society and has earned the State Transfer General Education Corps from Ivy Tech Community College. His plans are to attend Indiana University in the fall to major in finance. Nate has been awarded the Jefferson County Free and In-Need Scholarship. Kenneth Nathaniel Licklider. The next graduate is Logan D. Lind. Logan is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. He is planning on joining the workforce with the goal of becoming a lineman. Mrs. Callis is the teacher that impacted his educational journey. Logan D. Lind. The next graduate is Thomas Sullivan Lohr. Thomas is graduating magna cum laude and has earned a Core 40 diploma with academic honors. He has been awarded the Goshen College High Honors Academic Scholarship. After high school, Thomas plans on attending Indiana University. Thomas Sullivan Lohr. The next graduate is Isabella Grace Markham. Bella is graduating summa cum laude and has earned the Core 40 diploma with academic honors. She has earned the State Transfer General Education Corps and an Associate's of General Studies degree from Ivy Tech Community College. She is also a member of the National Honor Society. She has been awarded the Tri Kappa Beta Omega Scholarship. Her fondest memory of high school is playing in the turkey shootout. Isabella Grace Markham. The next graduate is Jessie Remington Marshall. Jesse is graduating with a general diploma. After high school, his plans are to enter the workforce. Ms. Curl is the teacher that impacted him the most educationally. Jesse's fondest memory is when the vocational bus broke down while traveling back to the high school. Jessie Remington Marshall. The next graduate is Jada Marie McKaylee. Jada is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. In the fall, her plans are to attend Indiana University Southeast to major in early childhood education. Her fondest high school memories are yearbook and cheerleading. Mrs. Means is the teacher that Jada says has impacted her educational career. Jada Marie McKaylee.
Mackenzie Morris. Mackenzie is graduating with a general diploma. She was unable to attend the graduation ceremony due to travel restrictions. She plans to enter the workforce as an EMT. Her fondest memory is confusing the teacher in the online classroom by eating cheesecake with her friends. Kenzie believes that Mrs. Schock saw more potential in her than any other teacher she has had before and credits her for being the most impactful on her education. Mackenzie Morris.
The next graduate is Gavin Neal Munt. Gavin is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. He had plans on attending Vincennes University to major in business in the fall. His fondest memory is winning conference. Gavin states that Mrs. Schock is the person he feels made the most impact on his education. Gavin Neal Munt. The next graduate is Alessandro Nonato. Alessandro is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. His plans after high school are to join the workforce doing construction with his father. His fondest memory of school is spending time with his friends. And Alessandro states that Mrs. Schock had the most impact on him for his educational career. Alessandro Donato. The next graduate is Jalen Oberer. Jalen is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. After high school, she plans on entering the workforce. Her goal is to work in special needs education. Jalen's fondest memory is being with her friends in school. Jalen Oberer. The next graduate is Raul Ochoa Gomez. Raul is graduating cum laude with a Core 40 diploma. He has earned the State Transfer General Education Corps from Ivy Tech Community College. He is also the recipient of the Social Studies Departmental Award. After high school, he's planning on taking a gap year, and Mr. White had the most impact on him educationally. Raul Ochoa Gomez. The next graduate is Emma Grace Patrick. Emma is graduating summa cum laude and has earned a Core 40 diploma with academic honors. She has earned the State Transfer General Education Corps and an Associate's in General Studies degree from the Ivy Tech Community College. She is also a member of the National Honor Society. Emma has been awarded the Jefferson County Free and In-Need Scholarship and the Farm Bureau Incorporated Scholarship. Emma Grace Patrick. The next graduate is Delaney Hope Phillips. Delaney is graduating magna cum laude and has earned a Core 40 diploma with academic honors. She is planning on majoring in psychology and attending either University of Indianapolis or Indiana University Southeast. She is also a member of National Honor Society. Delaney has said that both Mr. Reckner and Mrs. Callis have positively impacted her educational career. Delaney Hope Phillips. The next graduate is Sebastian Pulliam. Sebastian is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. His favorite high school memory is when Mr. Firth shocked his brother's muscles so they would move involuntarily. Mrs. Means is the teacher that impacted him educationally. After high school, Sebastian plans to attend Ivy Tech Community College to major in metal tool technology. Sebastian Pulliam. The next graduate is Hugo Ramirez Laguna. Hugo is graduating with a general diploma. After high school, he plans on attending university to major in marketing. His fondest high school memory is playing soccer with his friends. Hugo Ramirez Laguna. The next graduate is Lucas Aaron Riley. Lucas is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. In the fall, he will be attending Ivy Tech Community College to major in business. His fondest school memory is going on an overnight school camping trip in the pouring rain and all their tents getting soaking wet. Lucas Aaron Riley. The next graduate is Sienna P. Romans. Sienna is graduating with a Core 40 diploma with technical honors. For the past 2 years, she has attended the Southeastern Career Center where she has earned her Certified Nursing Assistant certification and Dementia Care certification. In the fall, she plans to attend Ivy Tech Community College to pursue her nursing degree. Sienna P. Romans. The next graduate is Lauren Michael Ross. Lauren is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. Her plans are to attend Ivy Tech in the fall to major in informatics and psychology. One of her fondest high school memories was eating breakfast with Mrs. Matthews and Mr. Reckner. Those two teachers, along with Mrs. Schock, Mr. Johnson, and Mrs. Waller, had the most influence on her academic career. Lauren Michael Ross. The next graduate is Isabel Rowlett. Isabel is graduating cum laude with a Core 40 diploma. Her plans are to attend Ivy Tech Community College to study medical imaging. The person that has made the most impact on her educational career is Mr. Cannon. Isabel's fondest memory was cheering her freshman year with several friends and her sister. Isabel Rowlett. The next graduate is Devin Rubush. Devin is graduating magna cum laude and has earned a Core 40 diploma with academic and technical honors. His plans after high school are to attend Hanover College to pursue a major in physical therapy. Mrs. Callis is the person who Devin feels had the most impact on his educational career. Devin Rubush. The next graduate is Joshua William Sexton McAtee. Joshua is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. His plans after high school is to join the workforce. His fondest high school memory is skipping school or coming in late. Joshua credits Mr. Furnish as having made the most impact on him educationally. Joshua William Sexton McAtee. The next graduate is Jody Lee Simmons. Jody is graduating with a general diploma. He has been awarded the Beecher and Marine Memorial Scholarship. His fondest memory is hearing Mr. Waller yell at him and his friends after school for honking horns on their vehicles. He states that Miss Susie Brown has the most impact on him educationally. Jody Lee Simmons. The next graduate is Hannah Marie Sims. Hannah is graduating cum laude and has earned a Core 40 diploma with academic honors. She is also a member of the National Honor Society. After high school, she plans to attend Vincennes University to become a physical therapy assistant. Her fondest high school memory is the turkey shootout. Hannah has been awarded the Jefferson County Free and In-Need Scholarship. The next graduate is Gabriel Jack Smith. Gabriel is graduating cum laude, earning a Core 40 diploma with academic and technical honors. He is a member of the National Honor Society and has earned the State Transfer General Education Corps and Associates in General Studies degree from Ivy Tech Community College. Gabriel says that his mom made the most impact on his educational career. Gabriel Jack Smith. The next graduate is Hugh Smith. Hugh is graduating cum laude with a Core 40 diploma. He plans on attending Hanover College to major in environmental science. Hugh states that Mrs. Cornelius has had a major impact on his educational career. Hugh Smith. The next graduate is Micah Ann Yvonne Marie Smith. Micah is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. After high school, she intends to go to Ball State University to major in video game design. The person Micah would say that had the most impact on her educational career is Mrs. Sly. Micah Ann Yvonne Marie Smith. The next graduate is Trevor Smith. Trevor is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. After high school, he plans to attend University of Northwestern Ohio to major in diesel mechanics. Going to all the semi-state cross-country meets has been some of his fondest memories of school. Trevor says that Mr. Nussbaum has had the most impact on his educational career. Trevor has been awarded the Riverfront Run Car Show Scholarship and the Vincennes University Housing Scholarship. Trevor Smith. The next graduate is Bryce Connell Spray. Bryce is graduating cum laude and has earned a Core 40 diploma with academic honors. He is the recipient of a Choir Departmental Award. His plans after high school entail attending Ivy Tech Community College for 2 years and then transferring to Indiana University Southeast. His fondest school memory is playing cards with all of his friends. The people that have had the most impact on him educationally is Mrs. Nussbaum and Mr. Means. Bryce Connell Spray. The next graduate is Isabel K. Ann Stebbins. Belle is graduating summa cum laude and has earned a Core 40 diploma with academic honors. She is a member of the National Honor Society and has earned a state transfer general education core and an associate's in general studies degree from Ivy Tech Community College. She is the recipient of the Science Departmental Award and has earned honors for her efforts in community service. Belle has also been awarded the Goshen College High Honors Academic Scholarship. Isabel K. Ann Stebbins. The next graduate is Moon Thorner. Moon is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. Her plans are to go to cosmetology school after high school. Her fondest memory was decorating the school after school for Spirit Week during her junior year, and she credits Mrs. Sly as being the person that had the major impact on her educational career. Moon Thorner. The next graduate is Sierra Jo Thompson. Sierra is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. For the past 2 years, she has attended the Southeastern Career Center where she has earned her Certified Nursing Assistant certification and Dementia Care certification. Her plans are to attend Sullivan University in the fall to major in nursing. The teacher that has made the major impact on Sierra is Mrs. Means. Sierra Jo Thompson. The next graduate is Aaron Ward. Aaron is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. He completed a 2-year program of auto services technology at Southeastern Career Center. After high school, he is planning on entering the workforce to pursue a career as an auto technician. His fondest high school memory is hanging with his friends at the lunch table. Aaron Ward. The next graduate is Heaven Webster. Heaven is graduating cum laude with a Core 40 diploma. After high school, her plans are to attend Ivy Tech Community College to major in business. Her fondest school memory is laughing with all her teachers and friends. Heaven states that Mrs. Schock has made the biggest impact on her education. Heaven Webster. The next graduate is Dylan Dwayne West. Dylan is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. After high school, his plans are to attend the University of Northwestern Ohio to major in diesel mechanics. Coach Hutton is the person that made a major impact on him educationally. Dylan's fondest memory was winning baseball conference his junior year. Dylan Dwayne West. The next graduate is Austin Young. Austin is graduating with a Core 40 diploma. After high school, Austin will be joining the Armed Services with the U.S. Army. His fondest memory is when he and Jody got taken to the office after an FFA trip. Austin Young. The next graduate is Carly Jacqueline Youngs. Yay! Carly is graduating cum laude and has earned a Core 40 diploma with technical honors. She has attended the Southeastern Career Center for the past 2 years where she's earned her Certified Nursing Assistant certification and Dementia Care certification. Her favorite school memory is her junior prom. Carly Jacqueline Young. Noortje Clausen. Noor is being honored with a certificate of completion. She is a foreign exchange student from the Netherlands. After she returns home, she plans to travel, and her goal is to go to hotel school. Overall, the American high school experience in a small school setting is one of her fondest memories of her time in the U.S. Noor's parents and all of the teachers at Southwestern have made a major impact on her educational experience. Noortje Clausen.
Hello, class of 2020, and whoever is fortunate enough to hear this speech. I am sorry the circumstances had to be this way, and trust me, I am very upset I didn't get to see all your beautiful faces today. To my peers, it has been a long and hard 4 years of high school and 8 years of schooling before that. I would like for you all, right now, to think of everyone that has helped you these past 12 years. Any family members, teachers, and friends that have helped you conquer high school. A student's graduation should not be credited all to the student, but also to the teachers, staff, and everyone who has helped you along the way. I would personally like to thank all of you for making Southwestern a good environment and help me learn and create memories. Being a small school, I've gotten to spend time and converse with almost every one of you. Without you guys, I could not have done this. It could have been a helpful solution to a math problem, or even a dad joke said to me in the hall. It all helped me be here today. Any of you may be considering that high school was awful and that you will never look back. I had once thought this as well until I realized this is the time of our lives. Embrace every moment of it. The world is unforgiving, and without the security of being young and dumb, the world is even more ruthless. And the relationships you make in high school will always be embedded in our minds. We may not see each other a day after high school, but I promise you I will be thinking of each and every one of you. Realize that after today, our lives will never be the same, that for the rest of our lives, live every day like it is our last. As perfectly explained by writer and journalist Hunter S. Thompson, life should not be a journey to the grave with the intention of arriving safely in a pretty and well-preserved body, but rather to skid broadside in a cloud of smoke, thoroughly used up, totally worn out, and loudly proclaiming, "Wow, what a ride." The changing of the tassels is a widespread tradition that has been implemented for decades. It represents a change and a new chapter of life. As you turn your tassel, this will represent an accomplishment that kicks off our journey into adulthood. Now, will the class of 2020 please join me in turning your tassel from right to left? Congratulations, class of 2020.
By the power vested in me from the Indiana Department of Education and the Southwestern School Board of Trustees, I pronounce you 2020 graduates of Southwestern High School. Congratulations.